the strangest feeling, feeling this way for you. There's something the way you move, something the way you move. With you I'm never healing, it's heartache through and through. There's something the way you move, I don't know what it is you do. It's the strangest feeling, feeling this way for you. There's something the way you move, something the way you move. With you I'm never healing, it's heartache through and through. There's something the way you move, don't know what it is you do.
The BMW i3 is a £30,000 carbon fibre and aluminium based road going spaceship powered by electricity. I've been lucky enough to lease this model for the last couple of years and I've done over 15,000 miles on it and wanted to share my views on why it's such a brilliant car as well as some of its limitations. This particular model of i3 is the range extender version. That means that in addition to the standard 22 kilowatt battery fitted to the car, which will get you about 85 miles, this car has the range extender, a small BMW scooter engine hidden below the boot of the car and powered by petrol. The scooter engine never turns the wheels of the car, it just acts as a generator, producing electricity from petrol and pumping that electricity into the battery, meaning that you can drive about 85 miles on battery power alone, and at any time you can activate the range extender and drive an extra approximately 80 miles or so. So what's the spec of this i3? Well, this is pretty much a completely standard i3, poverty spec if you like. It has very few optional extras on it, pretty much all standard equipment inside. So bog standard business nav unit up here rather than the pro nav unit, which has got a much larger screen and a few extra bits and bobs. There's no park assist on this car, there's no adaptive cruise control, no LED lights, completely standard interior. For me, it was all about keeping the monthly cost as low as possible because I felt that i3 was such a brilliant car. It justified paying the reasonably large monthly lease cost, but I couldn't justify having the fancier screen or the fancier wheels or adaptive cruise control. And realistically, I don't feel like I need them. I think a lot of them are aesthetic upgrades, which definitely make the i3 look amazing, but weren't super important to me. So, the spec of this car, what's it like? Well, although it's poverty spec, I think it's absolutely fantastic for my needs. I've got two small kids, often carry people in my car, so having the standard interior, which is easy to clean and actually looks quite nice, you know, it's hard wearing and practical, that's perfect for me, and I'm very happy with it. It's still very comfortable. You know, I've done 15,000 miles on this now, never had any problems with comfort and things. Business nav, again, perfect for my needs, easy to use. I use the navigation all the time for work and stuff, and I've never found it lacking. It connects to my iPhone perfectly well. I can make and receive calls via Bluetooth perfectly. Use Spotify, play music from my iPhone, send text and all sorts of things, activate Siri and stuff, that's all fine. In terms of lacking adaptive cruise control, LED lights and things, I don't really notice any difference. Most of the time I'm in traffic anyway, so the opportunities to use that type of technology are pretty limited in my daily driving, so I don't really notice a change. The wheels, I've heard lots of things on the UK i3 owners Facebook group. People with the 20-inch fancy turbine wheels often complain that the ride's a bit harsher. This has got the 19-inch pizza cutter standard wheels on, and for me, they're perfect for my needs. I don't notice the ride being particularly harsh. The only time, I think this is a problem that affects all i3s though, the only time I notice a real change in the kind of handling is when I'm on a very uneven surface and I can feel the skinny tyres kind of struggling a bit. You know, it's maybe a bit bumpy and a bit skittish at the back, but those times are very few and far between, and really it's more about driving within the limits of the car. You know, I recognise that the car's not, although I think it's as fast as a hot hatch, especially off the line and things. This thing isn't a race car, and it's not built to drive at 80 miles an hour over uneven surfaces, going around corners and that type of thing. So spec wise, I think standard spec is fantastic. It's great value for money for what you get. It's still very well featured, easy to use. It goes without saying that the BMW iDrive control is it's effortless. I think it's one of the best on the market. It's absolutely brilliant. I've very rarely experienced software crashes or any problems like that. Very easy to use, intuitive, never more than a couple of button presses away